How's it going, everyone? Welcome to this video. In this video I wanted to address some of your comments and questions I got from my last battle report. It was my Game 3 Kill Team Drukhari versus Heretic Astartes. Before I begin, let me thank you for your feedback. All these comments will help me get better at making videos, and I apologize for any frustration my mistakes might have caused. I've been an avid watcher of battle reports since I started playing 40k, and trust me, I understand. It seems making battle reports, it's a little bit more complicated than I thought. Sometimes you just make mistakes or misinterpret rules or outright ignore things that you should know about the game. I will be making more battle reports in the future, especially from Kill Team, and I appreciate all comments and suggestions. All of these are going to help me get better. So yeah, let's check out some of the comments. I'm outright apologizing if I butcher your name, but this is Rafael Maj, and he says, I think Plasma Guy should be out of action on 5+, as he should be in cover. You know, the roof he stands on should still cover some part of him, when looking from Witch's perspective. Also, not sure if you put -1 to hit to cover at that shot. Thanks, Rafael. I think you are completely correct, and it might have been a bad call. Because the model was in the edge of the ledge right there, I thought that you could see the whole model from my perspective, but technically some of the feet are going to be clipped out because of the rooftop, that it's just covering the feet of the model, and it's kind of difficult to tell. I thought it was completely fine, but I think technically I'm going to try and pay a little bit more attention. For the purposes of this battle report, we didn't consider him in cover at all. We thought it was in the open, but yeah, the rooftop should cover some of the feet and give some cover. It also makes sense because you have the higher ground. It's typically more difficult to fire at you when you're on top like that. Next comment is also from Rafael, and he says, also I'm pretty sure you don't get a +1 to hit on ready. Having +1 to hit when ready is it's a unique sniper skill you can choose at level 2, but please confirm this one. Yeah, you're absolutely correct again, and yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I read the rules a couple times and I thought I had it down, but no, this ability of readying on the shooting phase, on the movement phase it's only allows you to shoot first in the shooting phase, because in the shooting phase you alternate between opponents, starting with the one with the initiative. But just like in the charge phase, when you charge someone, you get the opportunity to fight first with those units that charged. In the shooting phase, you get the opportunity to shoot first with the miniatures that readied on the movement phase. Next comment is from David Graham, and I'm going to address each one of its points. First thing that I noticed, movement then charge, meaning that the witches and cultists could do their full move, then declare a charge after all other models have finished their movement. No, this is not technically correct. The rules for this kill team specifically says that in the movement phase you have to declare one of a different modes of movement, if you can say it that way. But charge is one kind, regular move is another, advance is another, and readying is another. So you have to, whenever you're going to charge, you have to make sure to do it at the beginning of the movement phase. There is no charge phase like in 40k. Second thing, readying allows you to shoot first in the shooting phase. You are completely correct, that I got wrong, and I already addressed it in the first comment. Thank you very much for that. The third thing, shooting in close combat, alternate activations between players, starting with the player who won the initiative, priority roll. Just what I picked up from my local Games Workshop running demo games to get the hype going for Kill Team. Yeah, you are correct, and I think we did that correctly. On the movement phase, you move all of your models, and in the shooting phase, you alternate, and also on the close combat phase, we alternate. If we did anything wrong in this one, it might have been just a mistake. We were aware of that rule from the beginning. Next comment, JMJ. So what do Chaos Marks and Power from Pain do in Kill Team? I didn't hear anything about those rules mentioned. Silly General answered, JMJ, Chaos Marks are 1 per team and give you Chaos God keywords like Singe, etc., which do things like roll a d6, on a 6 give a mortal wound to a closest enemy model within 12 of the model with the mark. I think it's actually 6, I don't remember. Power from Pain, not sure about. So yeah, Silly General is correct. You get in a keyword for one of the Chaos Gods, and these allow you to pick some special abilities, such as the Icon of Corn that allows you to reroll charges, but your models have to have the Mark of Corn and the Corn keyword. And some other stratagems also require you to have a mark. But there isn't a lot of support for these marks, I think, at the moment. I had a quick read through the rules, and I didn't see that many. But I think this game is going to have support for at least 18 months. I think at least a year. And I hope that they get Legion rules for Chaos Space Marines. That will be pretty cool. And then marks would have a little bit more of an impact. About Power from Pain, that's an ability that the Drukhari or Dark Eldar have had since I think the previous edition and the last codex of 7th edition. And these give you extra powers depending on the turn you are fighting. The Dark Eldar get a little stronger each turn, and they get a little bit more power from the pain they cause and the one they suffer as well. So they get like a Feel No Pain or a 6+ roll to negate a wound, and then they get reroll charges, and then they get I don't remember every one of them, but yeah, you get some abilities like that. Victor Arujo commented, the Chaos team should not have had 2 plasma gunners. One Chaos Space Marine gunner in your kill team may replace their bolt gun with a flamer, melta, or plasma gun. The second Marine gunner should have had a heavy bolter or missile launcher. Victor, you are correct. We assumed a lot of things when we started playing. We thought it was going to be pretty much the same as the as 40k, because we kind of know how to play 40k, so we assumed it was the same. And we didn't bother in reading the whole thing because we thought it was pretty similar. But yeah, you are correct. Only one of the Chaos Space Marines may have one of the special weapons. The other one has to pick a heavy bolter. There is no missile launcher yet. And yeah, that's the only thing. Thank you very much for your comment, Victor. Vojivan Parker says, I've been watching Kill Team battle reports and wondering why does no one uses their grenades? That's true. I haven't seen anyone use them really as well, but pretty much it's because I forget. There's so many things going through my mind when I'm trying to record the battle report that I don't have time to think about those things. And also I get a ton of things wrong. But yeah, using the grenades, for example, for the Drukhari, you get an extra, your opponent gets -1 for leadership. That could be pretty useful. I just need to remember to use them. Atvade89, did you use any combat drugs on witches? Didn't catch that in the start. Also, great report. Was looking everywhere for one with Drukhari, got mine ready as well, same composition as you. Well, I'm glad we coincide, because I had a lot of fun using like half witches, half Cavalite warriors. I think that's a very balanced list. But yeah, we use Adrenalite for +1 attack. I forgot to mention that in the army composition explanation on the beginning, because there was so many things in my mind at that point that I was trying to explain what a specialist is and what some of the rules for this team are, that I pretty much forget about the most basic things, because but I thought that the Drukhari players already know about these things and explain it further. I thought it wouldn't be a problem, but yeah, we used Adrenalite for +1 attack. Josh Quinn commented, you're also supposed to roll as many dice as damage if it's reduced to the model to 0 on the injury roll. So he should have rolled 5 dice and taken the highest result. Josh is referring to the time that when I killed the plasma guy on top of the roof with a blast pistol. It did 5 damage. That means that if you reduce a model to 0 with a multiple damage weapon, these damage stack, so you have to roll as many dice and take the highest result. You are completely correct. I read about that and I completely forgot when I was doing it. But yeah, you are correct. I should have done that also, as well as taken cover into consideration as well. CS7710AE. Pretty sure the covered war rule says models may be set up in their half, but must be more than 6 inches from an enemy deployment zone. At 342 in the video, you can see the text. It's in the second paragraph under deployment, so there should be a 12-inch no man's land in the middle, and none of the crazy first turn free-for-all charging. You are correct, and this is one of the most embarrassing mistakes I did in this battle report. And I think I don't want to misinform people and make them think that this is the way you play, because I've made a ton of mistakes, and this is the worst in this battle report. And I don't know how it happened. It's so embarrassing because it was there. I even showed the text, and it says it right there. I read it. I don't know how I skipped that. I think I read that you divide the table in half, and that's as far as I understood. And then I did, and because we were short in time as well, it was kind of late, and we were trying to power through this battle report. Some of the rules we just completely forgot or misinterpreted. But thank you very much for your comment. I will make sure not to make this mistake again. And the last comment is from Giuseppe Gallo. He says, "Nice battle report. I think there were 2 minor mistakes. I don't have the book yet, so I might be wrong. 1. Initiative is just 1 dice. 2. You should be doing shaken test every morale phase, or it's just after the team failed a root test. P.S. The bases are very cool." Thank you very much for your comment, Giuseppe. But yeah, for the first one, this one is incorrect. The book says in the initiative phase, the players each roll 2d6. The player's result determine who has the first turn in each phase in this battle round. So you have to roll each round and use 2 dice. I think this is because you have less of a chance of results repeating, and because this game can be played with up to 4 players, it's less of a hassle to be re-rolling. If everyone rolled a 3 or something like that, figuring that out is going to be much quicker if everyone rolls just 2 dice. On your second point though, morale phase, we did it wrong. You have to be checking morale every turn, and every model that has a flesh wound has to make a nerve test. This is rolling 1d6 and comparing it to the leadership, and if it fails, it's shaken. This is because you're measuring their determination to keep fighting, and the complete team is not broken, it's just that model that is wounded. However, if half of your models are out of action or flesh wounded, you have to make a leadership test for the whole team, and if the morale is broken, then you have to take nerve tests for every model. This can be very difficult whenever you have a large team of models and many of them are flesh wounded or out of action. Then you're gonna have a ton of penalties, and it's going to be harder to come back from a broken morale. So this is part of the game that if you have too many casualties, it's kind of hard to come back. So that's it. That's all of the comments so far. If you see any other mistakes on this battle report or future ones, please leave a comment. Don't be afraid to be brutal. This is going to help me get better at making battle reports. And that's what I want. I want to keep getting better at making videos. So go ahead and leave any of your comments and suggestions in the comment section below. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I appreciate all of your comments. I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and take care. You stayed. Great. Thank you very much for supporting my channel, and if you would like to become a patron, there is a link to my Patreon page in the description below. Your contributions help pay for my work and keeps the channel going. A single $1 a month is more than enough, and you can cancel it at any time. If you can't, don't worry, you can support my channel by simply watching my videos and sharing them with your friends. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.